Hey, it's Susan, and today I'm going to show you how we cook Swiss chard. So, out of full disclosure, Swiss chard is not one of my favorite vegetables. I actually avoid it whenever I can. I think it's because it's a little bit tougher green, maybe a little bit bitter, but this recipe today, which is from Flavors of Diaspora and is definitely used with permission, uses lemon to cut some of the bitterness of it. It also uses garlic, and luckily we just harvested our first garlic for the season. And as a Polish woman, I love garlic, and also uses onions. So we've got like some of the aromatics in there with the lemon, and I can't think of a better way to try to like Swiss chard than to cook it with garlic, onion, and lemon. So let's give it a try. Alright, so what you're going to need for this recipe is about 2 pounds of Swiss chard. For me, I grabbed 3 of our bunches. It's 10 stems per bunch, the way that we do it at Sunshot Farms. But about 2 pounds of Swiss chard. I didn't have any small onions, so I have these cute little bulbing onions. The variety is called Pompeii, and it's actually a green onion, but it has little bulbs, and I think this will work really well. And then we also have garlic. This is a fresher garlic that hasn't been cured yet, because it's just what we have. But it's a lovely Chinook garlic, and then just a fresh lemon. And the other things you need are either butter or olive oil for cooking it in, salt and pepper to taste, and a little bit of water at the end to kind of steam and saute the greens. Alright, so here's the steps. First, we're going to chop the Swiss chard. Swiss chard, as you probably know, has long stems like this. So when we do it, we want to actually chop the stems first into small pieces. These are going to take longer to cook than the leafy green part. So first we'll chop up all of our stems and we'll start cooking those, and then later on we'll add the greens. And the greens can just be in like chunks or ribbons, just something of a similar size so that it cooks evenly. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is chop the Swiss chard. We're also going to, while we're at it, we can do all of our cutting. We can cut up our onions, mince up our garlic, and then we'll start adding it all together. Alright, so I've got about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in my pan, and I'm warming it up. And so if it was butter, I'd wait till the butter was melted. And now I'm just going to add in my onion, garlic, and the stem slices of the Swiss chard. So here's the onion, garlic, and stem slices of the Swiss chard. I want to saute this for about 4 to 5 minutes until the onions and the stems are soft. Alright, so I've been cooking the stems and garlic and onion for about 5 minutes now, and they're definitely softening, maybe even starting to get just slightly brown a little bit. So now I'm going to add the lemon juice and the salt and the pepper. And then after I do that, I'll saute it for just about 30 more seconds.
Mommy.
So this is the juice of 1 whole lemon. Ooh, it's kind of sizzly. And some pepper. And it's just salt and pepper to taste, so I'm just going to guess at this point. There we go. And that's probably close to our like 30 more seconds there. 30 seconds goes by pretty fast. Now we're going to add in all the leaves and try to mix it thoroughly to the best we can. We'll be kind of a Well, you'll see. We kind of fold it through. Because the leaves of 2 pounds of Swiss chard are a lot of leaves. You can see I kind of made them into ribbons as I was slicing them up. And it's a lot of leaves. You need a big pan. The leaves will cook down, but when they're raw like this, it's a lot of leaves. Okay, so we're just going to try to mix it the best we can from the bottom, folding over to the top, and mix it in. And then we're going to add some water, just 2 tablespoons of water, but that will help the leaves to kind of steam, and we'll then saute it for about 5 more minutes after that until the leaves are completely wilted. So here's our 2 tablespoons of water just to throw in there, and that will definitely create a little bit more steam. And I'm just going to keep moving this around until the leaves are completely wilted. So at this point, I'm finding that most of my liquid has evaporated. There's really not much liquid left in here, and my leaves are fully wilted. I don't think I want to go any further because I do not like slimy green vegetables. I don't mind things slightly wilted, blanched, gently sauteed, but if spinach or Swiss chard start to get slimy, that's where I check out. So I think we're gonna call this good and give it a try. All right, here we go. Let's give it a try. A nice big over the plate heaping pile of Swiss chard. Good job. All right, you want to try it? Oh, it's hot. It's steamy hot. This is a dish best served warm, and maybe hot too. Here, you want to try? You try, babe? I don't have marshmallows. Oh, look, but will you take a bite of Swiss chard first?
Yeah.
Okay. How is it? Good, good. Like I said, Swiss chard really isn't one of my favorite vegetables. In fact, I usually avoid it. But this is a really good recipe. I can really taste the lemon. I might go a little bit lighter on the pepper next time, maybe a little bit heavier on the salt. But yeah, I think the lemon really helps to cut that bitterness that Swiss chard can tend to have. And overall, I really like it.